1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stay tuned!
Hello and welcome back to another episode of HHMtv. We are back with our friends from Project Ballet. I have a couple special guests today. We're going to talk about a variety of things that are happening here at Project Ballet. My first special guest is Lucy Fernandez, who is a senior and attends Project Ballet. Lucy, thanks for joining us.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Doing good.
Good. So tell us a little bit about how long you've been a dancer here at Project Ballet.
So I started here when I was 12,
Okay.
so that was 5 years ago, and now I'm a senior.
How long have you been
Wow.
dancing?
I've actually been dancing since I started preschool ballet when I was 3,
Wow.
and I haven't stopped since.
All right, so you love it. You obviously love it, right?
I do.
Okay, so there's a spring concert coming up. Tell folks a little bit about some of the roles that you have that you're involved with for the spring concert.
So I just got out of rehearsal for Mr. Steele's Schubert Ballet. It's really pretty. It's very swirly and classical. It's a lot of fun to be in. We have these bright, colorful dresses, and yeah, the music is gorgeous, and I love dancing it. We also are doing a ballet by Chelsea Dumas, which is kind of,
right?
yes, an alumni. The ballet is like an exact opposite. It's still in point shoes, but it's really sharp and energetic and very abstract.
Okay.
And I'm also in a ballet by Michael Vernon, who came to set it from IU. And that one is also pretty classical.
So a lot of different variations for the spring concert, different styles and things. What do you love about dance?
I think my favorite thing about ballet specifically is that it is the connection with the music and the fact that you can communicate emotions. It's like a language in and of itself. You don't need anything other than your body to communicate to the audience. And it's so beautiful to use that expression. There's so many different ways you can use it.
You know, folks need to realize this is a lot of hard work, isn't it? Like, how many hours per week on average do you think you're here rehearsing?
I'm probably here about 30 to 40 hours a week,
Wow.
I think. So
Yeah.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
But it's definitely worth it. You know, we spend so much time working the form of ballet, like just the repetition every single day, so that you can excel with the form. And you think that ballet is like a tight and constrained, very controlled movement, but really you use that control so that you can have so much more freedom. And so that contrast is something I've been thinking about a lot this year and trying to implement.
Interesting. Yeah. My daughter will try to teach me a few things. I've realized how tough it is, that balance in what you're saying between having that control but having the freedom to move fluidly, I guess, if you will. So tell us what's on tap for you. You're a senior, so
Yes.
what's next for you in your career?
Next year I am joining a Ballet Met Columbus's. It's a professional company. I'll be joining as a trainee in the fall. I'm really excited about that.
Congratulations, good for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, it's gonna be.
So that's very exciting. How do you feel that Project Ballet prepared you for something like that?
So Project Ballet is, I think it might be the best thing that's ever happened to me coming here. It's taught me how hard work, no matter what, even if it's not in the way that you think it will always pay off. You never regret it, ever. And through ballet, you know, something that I'm so passionate about, that can translate into everything in my life. So Project Ballet, as I start this, a trainee position isn't being paid yet, but it's still, you're working, it's work hours and it's a similar intensity. So Project Ballet has done a really great job of teaching me how to persevere and not be afraid to go after what you love. And
yeah, that's great. Good
It's
for
been really
you.
wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah. Lucy, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, welcome back. My second guest with me today at Project Ballet is Mr. Robert Steele, who's part of the senior ballet faculty here. Mr. Steele, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, let's shift gears a little bit. There is the spring concert coming up. It's May 16th through the 18th. That's
Correct.
3 days of shows. That is at First Presbyterian Theater. And over 17 ballets will be represented.
So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Of those 3 dates, there are single, and double show, I think it was. So it's quite a lot of concentration and preparation and education.
How does that change things up for you as an instructor when a concert's coming up? I mean, there's still normal classes, point, technique, and that doesn't take a back seat to rehearsal per se, but you have even more to kind of balance in the mix. How do you prepare for that?
Well, as you say, you know, this is all going on at the same time, and Beth has a very, very particularly good idea and foresight for the kind of scheduling these kids need to be put on. So if you come from the class to the rehearsal to the stage, that brings you into an area where you have time to consider whether or not this might be for me or not.
What are some, last but not least, what are some highlights in this upcoming show that you're looking forward to?
Gosh, I'm always impressed with what's being offered, how they view the kids and how they use the kids and how the works that they create. One is called Symphonia, which is a piece of music that is by Benjamin Britten, and it's called the Children's Introduction to the Orchestra. And the kids dancing are representing the musicians playing in the pit. And each section, the woodwinds, the brass, the strings, are all represented in dance to this particular score.
So there you have it, folks. We highly encourage you to check out the spring concert, May 16th through the 18th. That's at the First Presbyterian Theater. You can come to Project Ballet's website or Facebook page to get more information. I want to thank Mr. Robert Steele for joining us today. As always, thanks so much for watching. For HHMtv, I'm Brock, and we'll see you next time.